What's up, guys? Today gonna go over a couple of my barrel drills I did over the weekend, and then since those aren't gonna take too long, gonna go over a couple of rides I had last weekend and break them down, see what I did wrong, what I did right, and try to be better next time. So we're gonna start out with these drills I started doing. Really started getting on a barrel. Me and a friend built a drop barrel. Maybe if y'all want, I'll do a video on it, how we made it. Works pretty well. It's almost self-bucking, but not quite. It needs a little bit of help. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at these drills. So this is the first one. They're going to go a little fast, so I might slow them down. We'll watch them once through all the way. Um, Still working on it, working on squeezing with my knees, actually sitting up on my knees. But let's go ahead and watch it. A lot of squealing, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that for y'all. See, I got a little off there. So I think a big problem I'm having, let me go back a little, is right here. So what I'm really starting to work on is because we used to do these and but we'd have our rope on and everything. So it turns out we were using our hands a lot more than we thought to push ourselves up instead of our knees, instead of actually sitting up on our knees. So took the rope off using our hand just to make sure there's a space between us and the barrel. And yeah, we noticed it's a lot harder than we thought it was. So I think one of the main things I'm doing wrong right now is, let me see, get it right here somewhere. So I think I could be a little straighter on my back, maybe sitting right here. Don't bend at the hips as much and sit up more on my knees. I'm sitting on my knees, but I think I'm leaning a little too far forward. Um, but it felt good. We did this on Sunday. Um, and so been getting pretty good at turning my toes out. I actually got some new spurs, so I don't have to turn them out as much because I'm just not good at it. So I figured just take away that problem. Um, but yeah, I think work on keeping my back a little bit straighter. I think my free arms being a little too stiff. Um, but we'll go ahead and finish watching it through. I'll also y'all give me some critiques and comments, some tips and stuff on how to get better. So I can fix it. All right, we did 3 sessions. So here was our my second session, and I think it was about the same thing. I think this one I got a little off balance somewhere, but it felt better. Definitely starting to feel the burn in the legs more than I did before. So definitely actually working out. I think my form on this one was a little bit better. Um, I think maybe my feet were a little too loose. You can see I'm kind of flopping. So maybe work on getting those in a little more. We also need to squish our barrel a little more together. Um, so it's not super narrow, but it works for practice right now. You can see we threw a little flank rope on him. We used to use this to hold on to, but we got the wrong kind of rope and it hurts. So we stopped. Here was the last one. Did a little bit of talking in the beginning, so I get through that. Blah blah blah. This one I think I got a bit off. Um, Towards the end of it, I think. This one, you can see I was my legs are getting tired, so I was being a little lazier. Um, Still leaning. I think I'm leaning too far forward. I don't know though, because the better rides I've had, I was leaning what I thought was too far forward. So I might just leave it. Um, See what happens at the next rodeo if I can stick with it. But yeah, there's my practice for this weekend. Obviously doing some other workouts and stuff. I'll post some videos following a program right now. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now. All right, so now we're gonna go over my rides for this weekend. Um, or last weekend, I suppose. Uh, this one, I'll go ahead and start playing it. It's about a minute long. I'll talk with what I did wrong while it plays. So took a little too long in the chute. He ends up dropping his head here right as I'm getting ready to slide up. So then I took my time, tried to wiggle him around, and uh, instead of finishing getting ready while he was had his head down, I was waiting on him. So by the time he popped his head up, I should have been ready to nod my head, and I wasn't. I finished getting ready after. Well, you can see right over here, Bullfighter comes in to smack his head. You can see I'm wiggling him. I should have probably just reached up there and smacked him. But I should be right here as soon as he lifts his head. Nod and go. Ready right there. But nope. Take some more time. Get up a little more. You can see right here as I'm about to leave, I'm sitting on my butt. So as soon as I come out, had my spurs in him. I got some good pictures. I don't think I can share them because of copyright stuff, because they're not my pictures. But I did have my spurs in him when I left. I was just sitting on my butt. So before, my big problem was I never had my spurs in them. Just had my feet flailing. So I fixed that problem. Now I just got to get off my butt, which is what I'm working on with the barrel. So hopefully I can fix that issue. And then, all right. So screen adjust a little. So you'll see this one came out. He this is a short one, so I'll talk before I play it. Um, Came out. I felt good leaving the chute. I don't have a chute video for this one, unfortunately. But I felt good leaving the chute. Uh, he just about every time he jumped, he changed directions, so I felt good. Changed directions 2 or 3 times with him and felt good. Um, I just couldn't get a good kick out of him to get back forward, so uh, third or fourth jump or whatever it was, I was sitting back and just couldn't get myself pulled back forward. So whenever he finally spun, I just kind of went. But this ride, I was not happy that I didn't ride, but I was happy with this ride because it's a step farther than I've made it so far. So I'm gonna play it. And sorry, there's no sound for these guys. So this one I felt good, and there's actually enough to do a review on. So I'm gonna play this one back. We're gonna do a little slower speed, and I don't know, we'll go quarter slow, see how that is. Because I actually want to break this one down, look at it, see what I did right, what I did wrong, I could have done better. So then play it. And I'll probably do some pauses along the way. So we can go a little farther. Probably come out around here somewhere. All right, one thing I immediately notice because I've had a problem with it all year. You notice as he's opening the gate, I'm still holding this fence over here. Let me go back. I'm holding. I think I'm not going back far enough. Here we go. Holding over here. You watch my arm. I'm starting arm down, immediately throwing me over to the side. That's a problem I've been fighting all year. Huge habit I need to break. All right, let's go back now. So come out, first jump. Almost lost my foot there. My feet are coming up. Seem to be my left foot. I have noticed that this year. My left foot's been coming up a lot, so I guess maybe just repetition I need to practice. But went through, came out the chute. Went to go right, changed left, stayed with him. And then his next right is when I lose it. Yep. You can see how far I was sitting on the end of my arm there, so need to work on pulling myself back in. Got stepped on there a bit. Part of it though. So Yeah, that's this past weekend. I know a couple things I need to work on. Need to get on my knees. Need to get my muscle memory and the chute down. Not sitting on my butt when I leave. And yeah, I think that's what I'll work on this week. Got a rodeo coming up in a couple weeks, I think. Go look at my calendar. Um, yeah, and then I'll get a video out to y'all on our drop barrel that we made. It's fairly cheap. I'll probably do an average price list or something because I don't remember. Uh, but it's pretty cool. Worked out really well. It's held up so far, barely, but it's held up. So let me know what y'all think. Give me some tips, critiques on what I can fix. Thanks, guys.